So why we going to trust a British subject for have our best interest? You better we stick with the evil what we know. Andrew Holness.
The day we think we're bigger than the people, we have no business to lead. And if you are a leader, you must stay close to the people. I said to the leaders, stay close to the people. When the people are worried and unhappy, don't run away from them. Stay close like a shepherd. Give them love. Give them care. He must inspire by example. And above all, he must have integrity. 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 Only honesty can lead the people.
Now welcome back to another Exclusive for Life. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well-wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review.
Jamaica run now. Comrades, the way Jamaica run now, it's not right. People fed up. People are suffer. Cost of living and the price of everything. Week after week, more pressure on the people. And whoever government, it look like all them really do is look out for them friend and company. And the people can't have trust and confidence in the leadership of Jamaica as it stands today. The Integrity Commission talk about 6 members of Parliament under investigation for illicit enrichment. What is illicit enrichment? It's a corruption offense. It means that you have assets that you declare, money where you get, your income can't show how you acquire those assets. And you can't explain it neither. Because you know where it go. It never come in another legit way. 6 of them. And then the Prime Minister himself, his statutory declaration. Each member of Parliament, each senator has to file a statutory declaration for each year. You have to file it by March 31st the following year. You have to declare everything you own. You have to declare every money where you owe. You have to declare all of your income. And the law said, the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, the Integrity Commission have to review them statutory declaration and them have to certify, say, it look good, it stay good, and then them have to publish a summary of it in the Jamaica Gazette, the official publication of the government. Year after year, this Prime Minister, female can't get certified. Can't publish. Something wrong. And him can't come and tell the people what is wrong. And I say that is a disqualifying factor for any leader of the country. And if the Jamaica Labour Party was true to its roots, he could not be the leader going into the next election.
When the PM was Minister of Education, Reul Reid was his right-hand man. It was that period Integrity Commissioner found that the PM doled out several illegal contacts to a friend, which he was set to be charged but claimed abuse of time. Fast forward 2024, the same PM assets can't be verified, and now, Reul Reid has resurfaced.
Israel conference. So that's what we're here for, to remind Jamaicans that Jamaica Labour Party is the best government for Jamaica. So I'm here to do whatever I can to make sure that the Labour Party returns and get a third term, the historic third term.
So sounds to me like you're still a member of the Jamaica Labour Party and you're campaigning.
I've never left. I have never stopped campaigning.
Me rascal, me I tell you wickedness can't done.
Never left, never stopped campaigning.
Kill him instant.
But Mr. Reid, given the legal, issues you've been having, do you think it is wise to be seen publicly with, associated with the Labour Party at this particular time?
I don't even know why I asked that question. I am a free agent, and all political parties are public institutions, and I still voted in the local government election. I have a vote. So I don't understand that question, frankly.
Well, When me hear that come out of my mouth, you know, me I say, look like, oh, him not sensible neither.
This particular conference, why did you choose this particular one to, make an appearance? Is that you're trying to, help show support for Mrs. Holness?
I think you obviously are misinformed. I have been all over the place. You probably haven't seen him, but I have been all over.
Tell us a little bit about your case specifically. What can you tell us?
No, but I can't discuss that. I can't discuss. I have no comment on that.
It's a big stone if you get 9 feet straight.
In an exclusive interview at Jamaica House, the Prime Minister could not resist a jab at his political opponents, arguing that for too long in Jamaica, no one has been held to account whenever these issues are raised. The difference with this government is that ministers have been brought in, we've had our conversations, and they have submitted their resignations and I have accepted them, he said, in obvious reference to former Energy Minister D. Andrew Wheatley, who quit amid allegations of impropriety at Petrojam, the state-owned oil refinery. Reid, a career educator, handed Holness his resignation last March amid swirling allegations of corruption, cronyism and mismanagement at Caribbean Maritime University CMU, which falls under the Ministry of Education. 7 months later, Reid, his wife, Sharen, daughter Sharelle, CMU President Fritz Pinnock, and councillor for the Brownstown division of the St Ann Municipal Corporation, Kim Brown Lawrence, were arrested on fraud-related charges for allegedly diverting approximately $50 million from the CMU. I think what has been subsequently revealed would justify the acceptance of the resignation. I don't think there is any, Mr. Holness told the Gleaner. The Prime Minister acknowledged that he still communicates with Reid. There are still issues on education which he would send me a note, and I would hear what he has to say. Holness acknowledged that he has a very good professional relationship with the former Jamaica College principal dating back to when he was opposition spokesman on education, and Reid was president of the Jamaica Teachers Association. We saw eye to eye on education issues, he was my advisor, and we have mutual friends, but obviously, I don't have the luxury of frequent communications, the Prime Minister said. Investigators have charged that nearly $50 million of public funds was diverted to the personal use of Reid and Pinnock through a number of schemes, including one that mirrors the Career Advancement Program Youth Employment Solutions, CAPS, run by the Education Ministry.
Minister Reid and myself, we've had a very good professional relationship. From his days as president of the JTA, I was opposition spokesman on education. We see eye to eye on education issues. He was my advisor. We have mutual friends. As Prime Minister, my job is to keep my ears to the ground. So you don't always have to have evidence, but you need to have information. So information comes to me by all kinds of means. And when information is brought to my attention, then the ministerial responsible thing to do is to investigate, put in a process of discovery. And that's what I have done in all issues that have come. So if an allegation is made, I will call in the person against whom the allegation is made. We'll ask questions. We'll have a conversation. Many times it's heart to heart. Many times it is, this is what has to happen. A direction is given. So that was a process that I've used. I from time to time, will communicate with former Minister Reid. There are still issues on education, which he will send me a note on. I will hear what he has to say. But obviously, I don't have the luxury of frequent communications. Once I had knowledge of the allegations that were made, I had no choice, obviously, but to bring the minister before me, have a conversation about the issues that are now subsequently public knowledge, and ensure that there can be integrity in the process. It would have been, I think, an erosion of integrity of the entire system of government were that process not to be engaged. I think what we have suffered from for a very long time, even in the previous administrations, when these issues have been raised, no one is held to account. The difference with this government is the ministers have been brought in, we've had our conversation, and they have submitted their resignations, and I have accepted.
Them need for go off jail. That's the only way to go stop. What's wrong with you, you stupid man? Them need to get locked up and go to jail. Why politicians have to be above the law? Them not above the law, them commit crime, them for go to jail like everybody else. Bumbleclad boy. We have to know how we're going to have a constitutional reform with a leader like this. We think it's necessary to be lenient on his politician friend them because this man was his advisor. Now, why isn't this man in prison? I'm here to talk about him a support GLP party for third term. And as you can hear him saying, him never gone nowhere, so you can't say a lie. Andrew only still ain't have him say, the man resign. Yes, the man might have resigned, like where Wormington. Ain't a Wormington same resign, and then the next thing you know, you see him back in Parliament. No, the same thing with this man.
Was my advisor.
All right, let's discuss another issue then. The Jamaica Labour Party appears to have lost some ground against the People's National Party over the last year and a half. Are you concerned as a member of the Jamaica Labour Party about the direction in which things are going?
No, I'm not. I mean, you know, it's a competitive environment, and I believe that any government that is in power will have, from time to time, you know, changing in levels of support. But as the government is now doing, is reconnecting and ensuring that their messaging reach the important people that they need to reach, and mobilize your workers and the support systems. And I'm sure we will, and I'm sure we will, and I'm sure we will be able to overcome the next general election.
We have mutual friends.
My granny always tell me, say, birds of a feather flock together, and show me your company, and I can tell you who you are. Now I know the Prime Minister never tell you no this.
Center, a training center for every young people in Westmoreland, the Land Dialogue Cultural Center. It could have been used to house students. There's a lot of things we could have used it for, but it could have been used for a training center for young people. Yet, we are building a prison here, we are building one in Frome, and we are building one in Little London. At the same time, while you go to the Savlamar Hospital, it is filled with garbage, number one. Number two is, if you go to the hospital, you might not get a bed when you go there, but you'll get a chair or you go sit down on a bench until you die. So, the criminals are getting 3 first world buildings in the parish of Westmoreland. We can't get a good hospital. People are still in tents in Westmoreland at the hospital waiting to be served on that tent. This is not Westmoreland. This is not the Westmoreland I grew up. And I just want the Westmoreland people to understand, I just want to understand where we are going. For the cultural center to be knocked down and put in a prison here now, it's an indictment on all of us in this parish of Westmoreland. Frome up the road, first world prison being built. Little London down the road, first world prison being built. So we are building 3 first world prisons, no youth training center, and we don't have a good hospital. The hospital needs to be refurbished, rebuilt, and also what is going on in Westmoreland here is a travesty. And I'll put it as far as saying it's a miscarriage of justice for the people of Westmoreland. You can't tell me that we can only build prisons in Westmoreland while the youth go suffering, and from a healthcare standpoint, we don't have a good hospital. But I'll end by saying to the people of Westmoreland, time come, 1 more year, time come.
I mean, no say him nah build the same politician friend them. Someone to know what kind of constitutional reform Andrew Holness and Malau Ma'o or Weshawan name think that them are impede on the Jamaican people them anytime the head of government is in question pertaining to him statutory decoration. And as you can see from here, so anytime any of the politician them commit a crime, only thing Andrew Holness do, I let them resign. No criminal actions against these criminals that are in parliament, and then you want to bring in a constitution that doesn't have any impeachment for these kind of politicians.
Well, the Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs has supported the non-inclusion of an impeachment bill in the reform constitution, citing that it could potentially be politically biased or politically manipulated. See? Now, far as I know, there have been issues that could, that would make some people liable for impeachment. For the most part, most of those issues would also be classified as criminal acts and therefore would be liable for a trial in a criminal court. So all the impeachment to that do is to determine whether or not they go face trial or them something. So I'm going to see how political bias that can be. Now, Jamaica in of itself has a very rich, quote unquote, rich history of misappropriation and unaccountability of public funds. And that I go way back to 1962. So it's not specific to no particular administration. We're talking general now. Every year, that's God sent, you hear how many billions with a capital B that are unaccounted for. Okay? Or overspent and all of them kind of something there. See? These are monies that could make our lives better, that could improve our lives by improving infrastructure if they were spent. More people in our rural communities have better roads, have light and running water in their pipes, garbage collection, all of them, something there. Could have it happen with them money there. But every year, billions of dollars are unaccounted for. Now the question we want to ask the people of Jamaica, and this has nothing to do with politics, look at yourself as an individual in this country and tell me, between the removal of the monarch as head of state and having a bill in our constitution that will allow us to hold our public officials accountable for our taxpayers' dollars, which do you think would be more important to you? And which do you think would be more beneficial to you as an individual and on a whole to the people of Jamaica? That is the question I want to ask.
Well, Jamaican people only can continue having their head up on the ass and make them bring in this constitution on the car. Only not say there cannot be a fair constitution if the leader of the country is compromised.
The day we think we're bigger than the people, we have no business to lead. My last word is for the role of leadership. First of all, the leadership must walk in humility. Humility. Must be humble. Must be humble. Must always be humble. There is no place for arrogance. And anybody that is arrogant over the people must get out of leadership. The only one that is fit to lead is the one that walks hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, equal with the people, loving with the people. And if you are a leader, you must stay close to the people. I said to the leaders, stay close to the people. When the people are worried and unhappy, don't run away from them. Stay close like a shepherd. Give them love. Give them care. He must inspire by example. And above all, he must have integrity. 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 Only honesty can lead the people.
I don't know if you notice there's only three kind of business booming in Jamaica now. And that is gun runnings, funeral home, and now the prison business. And with that I conclude this one. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Do like and share. And also tell me what now think about what Mr. Vegas has said in this clip right here.
So why we go trust a British subject for have our best interest? You better we stick with the evil where we know, Andrew Holness.
You would rather go with a man where you know we have integrity, or rather stick with the evil where you know?